Have you ever wanted to build a mind so strong that it terrifies people? What if I told you it was possible? And what if I told you it was easy? Well, let me tell you, it is easy if you know how. But if you don't, then it can be extremely difficult. That's why most people never do it. They want to, but they never take the necessary steps to actually achieve it. In this video, I will show you exactly what you need to do to build a mind that is so powerful and strong that it terrifies people. Let's get right into it. Know who you are. To build a strong mind, you first have to figure out who you are. If you don't know who you are, you can't build a strong mind because you don't know what you're building it for. Think about it. If someone came up to you and asked you to build them a house, but they didn't tell you anything about them, like their lifestyle, their family size, or what they like, how would you build the house? You wouldn't be able to, because in order to build something, you must know exactly what it is you're building and why. The same goes for your mind. You must know who you are before you can start building your mind. Once you know who you are, it will make the process of building your mind so much easier, because you know exactly what to focus on and what to avoid. Learn to say no. This is a big one. Most people say yes to everything and everyone, and that's not a good thing. When you say yes to everything, you're basically letting other people control your life. You're letting them dictate how you spend your time and energy. And that's not how you build a strong mind. In order to build a strong mind, you have to learn to say no. You have to be able to set boundaries and stick to them. This doesn't mean you should be rude or dismissive when you say no. You should still be polite and respectful, but you shouldn't be afraid to say no. There are a lot of benefits to saying no. For example, by saying no, you free up your time and energy to focus on the things that are important to you. You avoid overcommitting yourself, and you send a message to others that you're not easily manipulated. No. 3. Take care of your body. The mind is powerful, but it's not all-powerful. It needs the body to function properly. That's why it's important to take care of your body. If you don't take care of your body, it will eventually catch up with you and your mind will suffer because of it. That's why it's important to eat healthy foods, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. When you take care of your body, you give your mind the best chance to thrive. A healthy body leads to a healthy mind. Number 4, don't be afraid to be alone. Most people are afraid of being alone, but it's something we all have to learn to deal with. We can't always rely on others to make us happy or fulfilled. Ultimately, we're responsible for our own happiness. And that means learning to be comfortable with ourselves. It's important to be able to enjoy your own company. Because that's the only way you'll be able to build a strong mind. When you're comfortable being alone, you're not afraid of what other people think of you. And that's when you can truly start to build a strong mind. You see, when you're in a relationship, you're always trying to make the other person happy. You're always trying to live up to their expectations. And that takes away from your ability to focus on yourself and your own growth. When you're alone, you don't have anyone to impress. You can just be yourself, and that's the best way to build a strong mind. No. 5. Develop a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that you can improve your intelligence and abilities through hard work and dedication. It's the opposite of a fixed mindset, which is the belief that your intelligence and abilities are fixed traits. People with a growth mindset are more successful because they're willing to put in the effort to achieve their goals. They don't give up easily, and they're able to bounce back quickly from setbacks. To develop a growth mindset, you have to start believing that you can improve. You have to believe that your intelligence and abilities aren't fixed. This may be difficult at first, but it's possible with hard work and dedication. No. 6. Learn how to control your emotions. Our emotions are powerful. They can either be our greatest strength or our greatest weakness. When we're feeling positive emotions like joy and love, we're more likely to be productive and successful. But when we're feeling negative emotions like anger and sadness, we're more likely to make mistakes and fail. That's why it's important to learn how to control our emotions. We can't always control what happens to us, but we can control how we react to those events. And our reactions are dictated by our emotions. That's why it's so important to learn how to manage our emotions. When you learn how to control your emotions, you become more resilient in the face of adversity. You're able to bounce back quickly from setbacks, and you're better able to handle the stress of everyday life. 7. Set goals and take action. Goals give us direction. They tell us where we're going and why. Without goals, we're likely to get lost and never accomplish anything. The same goes for our minds. If we don't set goals for our minds, we're not likely to achieve anything. We have to set goals for our minds and then take action to achieve those goals. When we set goals and take action, we create momentum. Momentum is a powerful force. Once you start achieving small goals, it will motivate you to achieve bigger goals. It's important to start with small goals that you can easily achieve. Once you start achieving small goals, it will motivate you to achieve bigger goals. 8. Believe in yourself. This is perhaps the most important tip of all. If you don't believe in yourself, then why should anyone else believe in you? If you don't believe that you can achieve your goals, then you won't achieve them. That's just how it is. But if you believe in yourself, if you have confidence in your abilities, then you can achieve anything. I know you probably think that confidence is something that some people just have and others don't. But that's not true. Confidence is something that can be developed. It's something that you can learn. And once you learn how to be confident, it will make everything in your life easier. Now that you know the 8 tips to build a mind that terrifies people, it's time to put them into practice. Start today and see how much of a difference it makes in your life. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like below and subscribe for more great videos. Thanks for watching.